country's famous Robin Hood of the Old West, a Cisco Kid.
My love is higher than a mission bell.
How deep?
Deeper than a wishing well.
How strong?
Stronger than a magic spell. My love for you, it's wider than the widest sea.
How long?
Longer than a memory.
How sweet?
Sweeter than a honey tree. My love, oh, my love, for you. Give me your heart of gold, your heavenly magic touch, to cherish, have and hold. I need your love so much. My love is warmer than a day in spring.
How bright?
Brighter than a diamond ring.
How great?
Greater than a mighty king. My love for you, it's taller than the tallest tree.
How soft?
Softer than
Hi.
Hi,
Who are you?
I'm Ron Betancourt.
And your lovely wife, Kathleen, a former nurse. What was your specialty?
Psychiatry.
Wow. Okay. I'm not saying anything. I'm getting hot.
When is it
It's going to be September of next year, 2020.
Okay.
But if your email, I would love to have it so I can.
Yeah,
at
I'll
least,
give you my email.
Okay.
No problem.
So anyway, so that's what's going on.
Well, that's pretty.
Rich Cosgrove, and I live in El Dorado Hills. I've been there now for a little over 20 years. Left the Bay Area for a little quieter place, but it seems like all the Bay Area people are starting to move up, so I didn't move far enough east.
And you were in the military too, weren't you in Vietnam?
I spent 4 years in the Air Force, actually 3 years out in Long Island, New York. Yeah, I was a hose jockey out there, refueled aircraft, and then received orders to go over actually us to Mactan Island, which is in the southern part of the Philippines. We were a support base for the Vietnam War.
Okay. And so now you're still working, and what are you doing?
Well, I've been involved with construction safety since about 1976.
Okay.
Worked primarily with on heavy civil projects. Done some interesting things. Was part of the Moscone Center, the construction of that years ago. San Francisco Airport, LA Airport, Pelican Bay Prison up Crescent City.
Yeah.
Also spread out down to Vandenberg Air Force Base, where we did the space shuttle launch complex. That was years ago. And I'm still involved with a couple of contractors on a consulting basis. I just love it. It just seems like everywhere a piece of yellow iron's going, I want to follow it.
And you have a lovely wife right now?
Yeah, we've only been married for a year. My previous wife had passed away, and I'm the kind of person that doesn't particularly feel comfortable living alone. So I met this gal. She's a Ukrainian lady, and having a great time.
Probably very beautiful too, and smart.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Tell us about, you have a son, is that right?
Yeah, I have a wonderful son. His name is Aaron. He actually works for the same company I do, and he's made me really proud of his achievements. He started out the ground floor, and now he's worked his way up and pretty well, doing very, very well for himself. He lives out locally. We visit with each other once in a while, and he's married, has no children, and they don't plan to have children, but that's fine.
Oh, too bad, too bad. A couple of names you want to drop, you remember you ran with, Bryant and some others?
Yeah, well, it was Bryant McGrath and I, of course, we used to run together. Years ago, we actually met each other at Encinal School, and then, of course, spent time in high school together. Last time I saw Bryant was probably back around 2012, and somehow we just lost connection of each other, though I know he's locally in the area. We talked earlier at lunch today about Harry Melman and Silva, and there's a few others. Haven't made the connection, but I hope to go to the reunion that's coming up in next September.
Thank you very much, Rich. Very nice to have you here.
It's a pleasure.
Summer night, remember then. Remember then. Summer's over, our love is over. To lose that love was such a sin. Remember then. Remember then.
every night I'm available and willing, it's true. Available to fall in love with you. Well, I'm available to take a chance. I'm available to start a new romance. I'll be agreeable, 'cause I'm hoping you will be available too. My heart tells me that you need a little love, so let's get started, 'cause that's what I've plenty of.
Tayo, wave goodbye.
For you to take
Darlene,
me home, I'm available.
wave goodbye.
For sitting
Cindy,
all alone, well, I'm
wave
available.
goodbye.
For a
I'm holding
kiss
the
or
camera.
two.
Yeah. Here, Linda. I got them all. Wave
My
goodbye.
lovable baby,
I almost
I'm in love
forgot.
with you.
Okay, put it down.
They say don't go on Wolverton Mountain if you're looking for a wife, 'cause Clifton Clowers has a pretty young daughter. He's a mighty handy with a gun and a knife. Her tender lips are sweeter than honey, and Wolverton Mountain protects her there. The bears and the birds tell Clifton Clowers if a stranger should enter there. All of my dreams are on Wolverton Mountain. I want his daughter for my wife. I'll take my chances and climb that mountain. Though Clifton Clowers, he might take my life. Her tender lips are sweeter than honey, and Wolverton Mountain protects her there. The bears and the birds tell Clifton Clowers if a stranger should wander there. I'm going up on Wolverton Mountain. It's too lonesome down here below. It's just not right to hide his daughter from the one who loves her so. Her tender lips are sweeter than honey,
and Wolverton Mountain.
Who are you?
I am Tom Roundtree.
Okay. Where are we?
We are in Gardnerville, Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
And we moved to Gardnerville, 8 years ago? Before that, we lived in Minden. I lived in Minden for the past 20 years. Before that, it was 22 years in San Jose.
How did you pick Minden?
I wanted to get out of California. I wanted to get out
Didn't
of
like the
Bay Area.
taxes anymore, huh?
I want to get out of the Bay Area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's your lovely wife. Good.
and I've always been a hiker and a climber. And you know, I had a map when I was planning on retiring of all over the western U.S. and where I'd like to go. So I went out and I went up to Bellingham, Washington. I went to Colorado. I went to Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, Oregon, and this was the place I liked the best.
It's one of my favorites as a kid. I remember it coming up during the summer, and the milk all said from Minden, and it was like the best tasting milk of all. And it's green, always green here, just beautiful.
But it's changing fast.
Too many
All
people?
the Californians are moving in.
No,
Yeah, they're all moving in.
No.
It's amazing how it's changed in my 20 years here.
really.
Yeah.
And the price of real estate still fairly reasonable here?
I think it's going up.
Yeah, this property has doubled in the space of, we bought in 2011, so 8 years.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So no, an awful lot of, my brother moved here, a lot of his friends have moved here, and they're building all kinds of houses now.
Wow.
It's too bad. I'd rather see.
Is it all together now, Minden and Gardnerville, is it all just one?
Yeah.
Pretty much, it's pretty much continuous, you know, the two towns, there's no separation between the two towns. And we're just 3 miles from the California border, so part of this valley is in California. The other
I didn't
part is in
realize that.
Nevada. Yeah. So we have access to the whole Sierra Nevada mountains here.
Oh, so you have some of those beautiful views of all, really, here.
Well, we have, 15, 20, 25, 30-minute drive. We hike in these mountains all the time.
You've got a hospital here now, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and South Lake Tahoe still doesn't have one, do they?
I have no idea.
No.
Well, they actually did the Barton. Yeah, in South Lake Tahoe. Yeah.
Okay.
And they have the hospital in Gardnerville,
Okay.
and of course Carson City. Everything you need is here.
It's beautiful. Beautiful climate. Much snow?
Not down in the valley. We get snow, 3 or 4 times a year,
It's only a few inches, really.
maybe 6 inches, a foot at the most.
But we see the mountains are all covered with snow, which is lovely to look out on. It's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
It's actually nicer looking in the wintertime.
Yeah, the mountains are all covered with snow.
So, you've been married quite a while.
No, we've not actually, 11 years?
years, yeah.
We've known each other for a long time.
And you lived here?
Yeah, I met him in the Bay Area. I
Okay.
worked for Jeanette and Ted.
Yeah, you said you had a lot of people under your authority.
I worked for Jeanette and Ted. And then I went back to Ireland back in 2003. Tom came over and he didn't like the rain. So then I retired early. I retired in 2010 to move back here because we were married at that stage and he didn't like the weather in Ireland.
Too wet.
I'm more flexible than he is.
Yeah, well, in San Jose, you don't get a lot of rain anyway.
No.
Okay. And any family nearby?
Yeah, my brother David lives in Minden.
Okay,
He graduated from MA 2 years after me, or before me.
okay.
Yeah.
2?
2 years. No, after me. 2 years after me.
Then he'd be in my brother Frank's class.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Frank Stapleton.
I understand that, like you do, he's organizing a reunion, isn't he?
He was involved in that quite for a long time because they have Lindsey Buckingham in that class. And I'll tell you off camera how I got involved in this thing. Didn't intend to do this at all. And so, okay, let's see. So, the best time to visit with Ireland is probably once it's September.
Right.
You get out of there.
Yeah, September, October is a lovely time. But having said that, you're never guaranteed that you won't get rain because rain is pretty much continuous.
That's why it's green.
Yeah. And we were there in June, July, and August, and the second half of June. The weather was good in June and July. August, it got very quite wet, but it was fine. We say in Ireland you get 4 seasons in one day. especially if you go up the mountains, you know.
Okay.
So it was an okay summer, but it wasn't as good as last year. They had a blistering, too much sunshine last year.
Okay.
The green grass started to wilt and ground they'd never seen, and they didn't like it, you know, because their capacity for all their reservoirs was based on a wet climate, and they had an unseasonably warm summer last year.
Almost ran out of water, so.
Almost, yeah, it was pretty bad. But the farmers were complaining before the season. But yeah, no, it was good. I've got family there in Ireland. I've got a sister and brother who were married and with children living in Burlingame,
Okay.
and then the rest of my family's back in Ireland. So I always go back a few times, 3 times last year.
Nice.
We were just there.
Beautiful. Do you have your own family housing? Do you have your own house there?
We have a house there, and my mom has a house there. My siblings and
How big a family did you have?
6 children.
Okay. And where are you in the pecking order?
Second.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
You're a big family.
Nice.
Face it and deal with it and know about it, and then appreciate each day. You know, you're conscious of your mortality. You might be a bit more forgiving and kinder. And
Well, you have nailed it. And so how long have you been retired?
20 years.
Really? That's great. Do you have any kids?
No.
Okay. Okay. 20 years ago?
I tried it 20 years ago, and as I mentioned, I came here. I was looking for a project to do, so Nevada is the most mountainous state. There's 316 mountain ranges.
Never knew
So I
that.
decided to go out and climb the highest peak of each of those mountain ranges. And after about 4 or 5 years, I accomplished that. As far as I know, the only person to have done that. But most of my friends were not at Mill Raft, and they were Carmont, because in 1962, I signed up for a 2-week backpack trip with a very well-known history teacher and track coach named Phil Arnott. And that got me hooked. A 2-week backpack trip in the wilds of Kings Canyon and Sequoia National Parks. And after that, I joined the Carmont Alpine Club. It's a club that he had started there. And every weekend we'd go out and we'd hike or climb. And on Easter vacation and Christmas vacation, we'd go out and climb Mount Shasta, Mount Hood, North Palisade, that kind of thing. So that got me started in all my mountaineering stuff. I've been very intensely interested in that ever since.
We noticed some climbers, well, hikers probably. There's a big difference between climbing and hiking, right? You actually use pitons?
Well, I'm a hiker now. Back in the old days, I climbed both ice climbing and rock climbing, but now it's mostly hiking. I mean, we go out probably 5 times a week and hike, and then we take trips all around the American West and
Oh, interesting.
the Rockies, the Cascades, the Southwest. And,
What's the biggest challenge for hikers like that?
Pardon?
What's the biggest challenge, geographic area that in the United States that?
That's hard to say. It depends on how acclimated you are to altitude. If you're not acclimated, then of course the Sierra Nevada or the Rockies or the Cascades would be tough. In terms of navigation and hiking, probably the Southwest, where you have all the convoluted canyons and few water sources, hot weather, that kind of thing.
Do you use the compass and GPS or just the compass?
Oh yeah.
All of that.
Oh yeah.
In the old days, what did you use?
Old days was just paper maps and a compass.
And trail markers, right? Stacked stones.
Oh, ducks, yeah.
Wow. You obviously saw that video of the free style climber that climbed.
Solo,
Oh,
El Capitan, yeah.
wasn't that really? That just
I used to climb in Yosemite Valley all the time, but nothing like that.
that was amazing.
Nothing like that.
Is he still climbing today? That
Oh, yeah,
fellow?
sure. Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
As long as he lives.
But if he keeps climbing like that, he's not going to last very long.
Yeah, he didn't have many co-climbers.
Well, it just takes one mistake. One mistake on one of those walls, and that's the end of it.
There aren't too many doing that, are there?
More and more now.
Really?
It's surprising, yeah.
God, that is. I just still think about that.
You wouldn't like your children to be doing that.
Oh, no, no. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna stop this down.
Hiking at Mount Tamalpais.
But you bumped into her, or?
No. There was a
It's a story.
There was a Sierra Club hike leader named Bon Shans, and he led these fantastic hikes in Mount Tamalpais. He probably do it better than anybody. And actually, Teresa started going on them first, and then I knew somebody who'd gone on those hikes, and she suggested I go, and so I did. And that's when I met Teresa.
Similar interest, that is wonderful. That's amazing.
Someday you wish upon